Mark Bigler. I've suffered from neuropathy, mainly in my feet, for nearly 10 years. Well, it started with, I could tell I was losing feeling in my feet, and it's so gradual that it kind of sneaks up on you, I guess, more than anything. And as it intensifies, you get burning in your feet, feels like needles in your feet. It's hard to sleep at night. It's just very difficult. And originally I was, went and I was recommended that I take gabapentin, for example, as a drug. And I just didn't want to go down that route because I read about the side effects. So I've been through a number of steps, and the latest here has been coming to this office, and it's just been basically a miracle because I've gotten my feet are to the point that I can feel hot and cold again. A year ago, I couldn't walk up and down steps unless there was a rail. I can get up and down the steps now without the rail. So that just tells you some of the improvement I made. I was an active athlete when I was younger. I coached. I was always participating in sport, and you start getting basic movement and balance skills taken away from you because of this. Yes, it's a depression. And I'm now out shopping for a bike. I plan on starting to bike again here, and I golfed through it, but it was a struggle. And hopefully, I'm getting my quality of life back, and that's the key. What is your health worth, and that's what you got to decide. Well, it's hard on your family, especially your significant other, because, for example, say you travel and you want to, say, hike or things like that, you can't do it. You end up, sitting in a room while they're out having fun. I mean, you just can't. You're holding them back because if you go with them, it's going to hold them back, and so you end up sacrificing those kind of things. So it is a strain. You want to be doing stuff with people you care about and love and enjoy it. And when your health is with neuropathy, it makes you debilitating type thing that you can't be active. It's just naturally going to affect the things you can do and experience with each other. When I started this fight, I was a teacher and a coach, and I was on my feet all day long, so I was getting like 20,000 steps in, and I was in good health. And well, by the end, it was a struggle for me to get through the day. And then you go to practice and you're coaching, and you just can't focus like you should. It was a strain. Well, then I ended up retiring. Well, you want to still stay active, and I'm in another job now that I really enjoy, that if I hadn't gotten treatment and gotten this improvement, that I couldn't do it. Well, I used to, for example, the bike trails here around the Quad Cities, I'd go out and go 20 miles on a bike, and I wasn't able to do that anymore. If anybody's in pain 24/7, it just affects your attitude. I mean, you're short with people, you're frustrated, you're fatigued, it just strains on you. So coming here has just been a blessing. Well, first of all, I noticed I had a friend of mine that's also a chiropractor here in town that knew about my neuropathy, and he knew that Abundant Health was specializing in that area, so he recommended me to come up here and check you guys out because he had heard and you had a good reputation. And then secondly, social media. I saw the soft wave treatment and was the main thing, I think. I did red light on my own to a point. I think here, though, the full body red light's been good. And I did have a plate machine that shakes at home, the vibration machine. So there's different things I've done. I have a TENS unit at home that's part of this program that I was doing already when I came here. So I can honestly say that the things I wasn't doing at home made a difference here. Again, I'll go back a year ago. I could not feel hot and cold with my feet. Now I can. That's a big deal, right? And so I know what we're doing here is help. But I'd say soft wave is the main thing that I would feel like I could say has really helped me. Well, I tried a number of things. Like I had done spinal decompression before I came here, which really helped. I was pleased with that. And I had traditional chiropractic care from some very, very, very fine people here in the Quad Cities. And I would say I did a lot of things that helped, but I think this was like the frosting on the cake when I came here. I wasn't feeling in my feet like I wanted to, and over the course of the many months here that I've been doing this, I've started experiencing that feeling. I had inflammation in my feet and my lower legs, so I've noticed now that the swelling is gone. The color of my feet are now white and warm. where when I started this, I would say my feet were cold all the time, and the circulation was an issue. And again, it goes back to circulation also, and this has helped improve my circulation in my feet. Well, I'm in the process of buying a bicycle. I'm trying to get back into that, and as far as walking, just generally walking, if I want to go out for a walk or something, I can do that now without total discomfort. Walking up and down the steps unassisted without a railing, I couldn't have done that. Now I'm doing that. And when I started this process, I had my regular medical doctors tell me that the end game's going to be a walker, and I didn't want to get involved in that. So here I am, reversing some of these things that had slowed me down. So I'm just saying it's been so significant that I sleep better. I don't wake up at night in pain. I could do that every night when I started this. When you're coming to the alternative medicine type things, you're going to find your normal health insurance does not cover it, but what is your health worth? And I guess what I looked at is you can find a way to make it work. They're very good about being here, helping you find that way. And again, what is quality of life worth? I recommend them without hesitation, and I hope you take the advantage to come here. And if you're in the Quad City area, just make a trip over, and they'll get you started in the right direction.